And blessings, dear friends in the spirit. 111, it's Eddie Luisi. How are you? How was your week? I had an interesting, busy week. Actually, yesterday was really busy too. I'm going to share a little bit about that. Today's theme is called Dig Deep and Soar. And just to let you know, I got up early and I went through my notes and I got all my pages together for the talk. And it was going to be kind of short. And then I just started writing down some notes about this week. So I'm going to share a little bit of that. So it might add another minute or two. So sit back, grab your cup of coffee or your favorite beverage. And so I'm just going to share a couple little things. And then I'll start with the reflections and the talk. So my dear friend Ed Nicholson, he's the worship pastor at a church in New Jersey, Montvale. Free Evangelical Church, but he was part of the Christian rock group in the 90s called Three Crosses, and our paths crossed and we got together a couple times and we kind of jammed, and he invited me to join his group on Saturday, December 4th. It's at Christmas in Ocean Grove, New Jersey. They have a big tabernacle and a church and an auditorium, and they're having an all-day event, Christmas in Ocean Grove. And he's doing a worship set, and he asked me to join him. So yesterday, we got together nice and early. I drove south to Jersey, and we kind of rehearsed. We put a medley together. And we were at the house of former New York Giants Lee Rousen. Now, I don't know Lee personally, but not only is he a former New York Giants football player, he is now the commissioner of the Institute for Leadership at theyouthAlliance.com. And he does a lot of mentoring with a bunch of other professionals. And so I met him yesterday, so God bless you, Lee. Our drummer for this set, and this makes me nervous, and this is part of me digging deeper into my musical background and soaring. Donald Gilami, he's the former drummer of the Fugees. Now, like I think I said before, you know, I work for Good Morning America, and I worked with a lot of celebrities and top musicians and stuff as a stage manager, never as a guitarist. So, but that is Christmas in Ocean Grove, Saturday, December 4th. If you're around, stop by. Also this week, I sent out a little post in Facebook. There's a woman by the name of, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, Ninsaim Diana. And she's the managing director of Hope for the Future Uganda.org. And I wrote a little something in one of her posts because they're looking to get donations to help out the people in Uganda. And then I tagged a few friends, and I tagged my dear friend Natasha Danielle. And she works with a company, New Skin, and they have different products. And she said, hey, why don't we post on Facebook through you, and all monies that come in for the products, you could donate to her. And I said, yeah, let's do it. So look at my Facebook page. I'll also over here put down the information, hopeforthefutureuganda.org. But those are a couple things that happened during the week for me that I wasn't going to share, but then I just said, yeah, let me share it. It's only going to take a few minutes. So we're calling this Dig Deep and Soar. And this is where I got the dig deep part from. So this is from Reverend Melissa of Centers for Spiritual Living, Rockland County. So she sends out a little email blast. Greetings from Rev Melissa. There is a Mongolian proverb that states, if you want to build high, you must dig deep. If we want to continue going further together, then we must dig deep. Last Sunday, I encouraged everyone to let their light shine. This Sunday, we will excavate by going deeper to reach higher, using our light as a guide. Life is calling us to dig deep, dig in and dig deep to access the internal gold mine of the one mind that is our mind now. And she's a reverend for Science of Mind, Centers for Spiritual Living. Sometimes I feel like I can't go any further. I can't do another thing. I just can't do it. What I have learned is when I find myself in the I can't hole, it's time for me to go deeper within to the wellspring that is never diminished, depleted, or dried up. The living waters of spirit reside deep within, and sometimes we only reach the surface and stop. Oftentimes we stop from the fear of what we may discover within ourselves that life is calling us to do and to become. This is the time to take a deep breath, take the leap with faith, and dig deep. What I want you to know is that you're not digging alone. You have your divine community of love and joy. You have the power of the UBUNTU consciousness that radiates, I am because we are. So get your shovel, we're going in. Enjoy and love, Rev Melissa. And then I Google searched this Ubuntu, and it says, Ubuntu is an African concept referring to humanness. It gives expression to deeply held African ideals of one's personhood being rooted in one's interconnectedness with others. So it's very interesting because I've been a church musician since I was 12. I'm 62, 50 years. And I've done a lot of different things in my life. And currently I'm playing at 2 Catholic churches. And I am digging deeper right now. I am digging deeper to be with Ed Nicholson and Donald and to play with top musicians in a worship band and to soar high. And I always say, I don't know where God wants me to go. I don't know what the next thing is. But Ed invited me. We went to the studio at Lee's house, and he has a nice studio set up and Logic software, and we recorded tracks, and we're going to rehearse. And it's like, okay, I'm going out of my comfort zone. So now I'm going to read the Soar part. This is where I got Soar. This is received from dailyword.com, Unity. Soar. I rise above limitation and soar to new heights. I watch a hawk ride the thermals, its wings spread wide and floating with ease on the air currents. As it soars across the sky, I admire this majestic expression of its divine nature. I too have the power to soar as I live from my divine nature, right? If I dig deep, I feel my inner power. I spread my spiritual wings and ascend to new heights of confidence and self-worth. I have the innate ability to do what I need to do when I need to do it. Bolstered by my inner wisdom and power, I rise above thoughts of limitation. I've had all this. I greet change with grace. I face any challenge with faith and calmness. I accomplish my goals buoyed by my spiritual identity. Anytime I need a reminder of my spiritual strength and capacities, I recall the hawk and I remember I have the power to soar to new perspectives. And from Psalm 139:8, if I ascend to heaven, you are there. So this little talk, Dig Deeper and Soar, is absolutely perfect for me and what I'm going through these next couple of weeks. This is one of the quotes, one of the pictures that I received from different friends and different groups. And I'm showing it to our friends who have video. For our audio-only friends, it says, good morning. God's blessings come as a surprise, but how much you receive depends on how much your heart believes. How cool is that? So I believe I could do it. You could do it. You know, I am not a top musician like Donald that has toured and Ed, my friends Nathan East and people like that. But I'm okay. So I just got to do it. I just have to do it. So pray for me December 4th, Saturday. Keep me in your thoughts and prayers. This is received from scienceofmind.com, Science of Mind magazine. By all means, trust. Here's a quote. Just don't give up what you're trying to do. Where there is love and inspiration, I think you can't go wrong. And that's from Ella Fitzgerald. And then from Ernest Holmes, Science of Mind. We must trust the invisible, for it is the sole cause of that which is visible. So here's a little paragraph or two. Look, you are created in the spiritual image and out of the spiritual likeness of the divine. The same power and intelligence that caused the earth to rotate perfectly on its axis is the same power and intelligence that beats your heart and breathes your breath. So why wouldn't you trust it? It knows exactly what to do and how to do it. It even knows when to do it. It's doing it for me at age 62. As Ernest Holmes often said, there is a power in the universe greater than we are, and we can use it. We can only use it to our advantage when we trust it. In the Science of Mind textbook, Holmes also said, there is no power in the universe but ourselves that can free us. I would like you to catch the power of that phrase. There is no power in the universe but ourselves that can free us. That is huge. Nothing outside you can keep you down. Nothing outside you can free you, prosper you, or bless you, but you. You are the way the abundant life is manifested. So by all means, trust in yourself. Trust in the power that created you. Trust that all is well because it is. Praise God. And the affirmation is, I trust in life. I trust in God. I trust that life is for me and not against me. I trust me. From Daily Practice, Sacred Reading and Meditation. Chopping off my head. In the bigger scheme of things, the universe is not asking us to do something. The universe is asking us to be something. And that's a whole different thing. And that's received from Lucille Clifton. Not to do something, but to be something. I'm trying to be the best that I could be, dear friends in the spirit, by giving these talks, doing my music, being a husband, being a father, being a friend, being a coworker. I'm trying my best. So if I touch your lives in any way, if it's through these talks, if you know me in person, if it's in-person stuff, if it's by texting or phone calls, thank you for being a part of my life and allowing me to be a part of your life and hopefully helping you in some little way. This is received from Neil Donald Walsh. On this day of your life, I believe God wants you to know that all of life is animated by a single fantastic energy, which is the essence of everything that is, including you. Isn't that amazing? Now, because this essence is who you are and what you are made of, it can obviously never leave you. Perhaps not so obviously. It can also be wonderfully helpful. It can bring you peace in moments of stress, strength in moments of weakness, courage in moments of fear, forgiveness in moments of anger, and love in all the moments of your life. All you have to do is know that this is true, and it will be true for you right now. I think that's terrific, don't you? You already know the reason that this particular reminder came to you today. Love, your friend Neil Donald Walsh. Strength in moments of weakness, courage in moments of fear. That's going to be me in 2 weeks. I have to just go within. So, dear friends in the spirit, I'm just going to share a little thing that happened on a set of Good Morning America 3, GMA 3, the other day. And then I'm done. So I'm trying to make these talks 15 minutes and less, because I think the attention span is better for quick little messages. And once I'm on Starpreneurs TV in January, then you could binge watch Eddie Luisi and Friends in the Spirit 111. So the other day on Good Morning America was Disney Plus Day. And I was so excited because there are a couple of movies on Disney Plus that a while ago you had to pay for them, but now they're free. And I love free things. So this was actually Good Morning America, not Good Morning America 3. So my apologies, Disney. But Jeff Goldblum came into the studio, right? And it's just like, 2 minutes before he comes there. And before he goes to our host, I see him, right? I'm halfway in between the cameras and the host. And I say, how are you? And he looks at me, and he just has this great personality, and his mannerism and the way he speaks. He does that off camera too. That's who Jeff is. And he looks at me and he goes, how are you? And I put up my arm, which says blessed, and then I turn it, and it says grateful. And he smiled, and he goes, well, I'm grateful. So we both laughed. So he was joking that he's not blessed. So they do the interview, and they start talking about his Disney Plus show. It's Jeff Goldblum's Adventures or whatever. I don't have the exact title, but you could go on the app and check it out. But at one point, they showed a picture of his family, his wife and his 2 younger children. And then on camera, on national TV, he said, blessed and grateful. And then he looked aside and gave me like a little nod. So initially when I met him individually, he said, I'm grateful. But then when he saw his family up there, he said, I'm blessed and grateful. And I thought that was just beautiful. He finishes the interview and he thanks the whole crew. And there are some actors, some celebrities that do that. But he thanks the whole crew. Then he asks his producer where the control room is. And that's where the producers and the director and some other staff, there might be 10, 15 people in the control room. And he asked to go in there. And I observe. And he goes in there and he thanks everybody. He says, you're doing a wonderful job. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. And I go to the doorway and he comes out. I said, Jeff, I've been here 35 years and I really haven't seen anybody do that. And I said, thank you. I'm grateful. And he put his hand on my shoulder. He said, my pleasure. I'm grateful for the opportunity and all the workers and everything. And so that was just a little moment that I wanted to share that's about being grateful, right? Being blessed and grateful. But this talk is digging deeper and soaring. And if you dig deep in yourself and you think about others and loving others and how you are blessed, and just be grateful for the blessings you do have. We all have junk in our lives. We all have problems. We all have ups and downs. But try to dig deeper and find the good things in your life and be grateful for them, for the blessings. And when you are blessed, bless other people so you could soar, so other people can soar. Ed Nicholson is giving me the opportunity to play with top musicians, and so he's helping me soar. But I guess in turn, I'm helping him too, because I have certain talents, even though I might not feel they're at a certain, level. But we had a great day yesterday and a great recording sessions, and I was putting in my inputs and I was playing in my guitars, different guitar parts. So hopefully I was helping Ed soar a little bit too. So dear friends in the spirit 111, I think I am finished. I can't see a time on my computer, but hopefully it's less than 15 minutes. So don't forget to stay blessed and a blessing. Share your faith with family and friends and cue the spirit. Thank you for listening. Namaste.